I'm back just for a little update that I forgot to add. Uh, I weighed in this morning at 165.6. So I've lost another pound. Yay! I'm going to add some food pictures and some, what I've been eating. And yeah, let's keep going. 5 more. I only need to lose 5 pounds. And I can get back down to 160. Maybe my jeans will fit a little better. Those new jeans I got, they're a little snug, but they fit, but a little snug. Okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to tell you. So, yeah, a pound, 165.6. I haven't seen that for a little while. Bye bye. Hey, everybody. Hello. Come on in. What you doing today? I hope everybody's doing great. So, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. I really, really do. Uh, I I don't really have a major topic. I just wanted to chitter chatter, ramble, whatever you want to call it. Well, right now, what am I going to do today? I got a busy day ahead. Uh, I got some chicken wings thawing out in a, you know, hot dish of water, and think I might check on the see how the sauerkraut is doing. I think it'll be ready to chomp on in about a week. Uh, so it should be delicious. I hope I made it right. And if not, I'll try again. But it looks good. It looks right. Let me see if I can. There it is over there. Yeah. So, and the Ninja Indoor, the cooker that's next to the sauerkraut is one I'm going to use to cook the wings in. It What happens is it's got this feature on it. It steam. It's called steam and crisp. And what you do, you put a little bit of water in it, about a half cup, and turn it on, and then set it to steaming crisp, and then it starts heating up, and then uh, when the water starts steaming, and then it starts cooking, uh, and so the steam helps cook it, and then the crisper part crisp it up, browns it, and everything makes it really good. I fix like the thighs in there and the chicken legs, chicken thighs, and and when I do steak in there, I um, I put it on air fry, and I can cook a steak perfectly from the state of being totally frozen. and it takes about uh, around 15 to 18 minutes, depending on the thickness of it. And that's with uh, medium medium rare or medium well, whatever. It's pink in the middle. I don't like it steak overcooked because it makes it tough. I like it juicy in the middle. Yeah. So anyway, that's one thing I'm doing. Um, I don't know for sure, but it's possible I might do work on Texas nails, clip them. If I do, I'm gonna record it. I may have to record it over there on the other computer because I can get the camera over there. I still have to use the extension so I can set it over on the table and then uh, use my phone and point it down at what I'm doing. So I don't know if I'll do that today or maybe tomorrow. Now I'm expecting a delivery from Amazon. The scissors and stuff that I need to do the wig. I don't know if I'll start on that today or start on it tomorrow. Um, how I'm going to do that is slowly, is a little at a time. That's what they recommend. And now see this wig is like that wig, the new one with a lot of brown on it down here, except the top of it was gray. See, this one is blonde mixed with some brown, but it's mainly more blonde than it is brown. And that's what I thought that one was going to be. I thought it was going to be um, gray with a little bit of brown in it, but it's not. So I don't know. I think maybe I'm going to, take it up to, here instead of going real drastic. Well, I'm going to start out slow, and start trimming it um, up. And then, I don't know, and then work with it and stuff. So, see if I can uh, improve it to where I can wear it. I could at least, wear it. It could be, different. Well, I saw some on some videos. There was one wig expert. I mean, she wears wigs. She's got tons of wigs, lots of wigs. But she had one in her wig room. She was showing her wig room, and it was like that one, except maybe not as curly, but it had the top was like that, and then the bottom part was darker, kind of like mine. And but it might have been like a little longer. But anyway, I'll see what I can do with it, and then I'll work on when I get around to it the Wild Child, that platinum blonde one. That I didn't know was gonna be so platinum. Blonde was so stark white. But it's maybe I can improve improve on do some work with that because I'm learning a lot off of those wig videos. Uh, you know about different treatments, how to actually work with the a wig. Um, Because I didn't know as much as I thought I knew. Because I don't wear wigs all the time. It's not like I don't wear them like every day. I don't wear them all day, and I don't have that many. Well, right now I've got, let's see, I got six, seven, eight. I think I got nine. Nine. I don't know. Next month I might even get another one if I can find one. If I find one I like. It just all depends on my budget. Because next month I got to start paying this loan back. But that's okay. I got it. I got it handled. The so anyway, I got my budget worked out where I can have extra spending money, at least for now, until things change. Next year. That's the only thing that worries me is I think starting after November, after the elections, that the Medicaid, Medicare uh, is going to get cut quite a bit. And where I live, and it will affect where I live, like the nursing home. There's two nursing homes here. One's a assisted care, and the other one is for those who need constant care, and I think Alzheimer's, and um, and then here is separate. Uh, like there's three buildings, and each building is like a duplex, but it's a quadplex. There's four apartments, and they're subsidized according to your income, and it even includes utilities, which is terrific. Not having those extra bills, and so anyway, I think subsidies for housing is supposed to get cut too. So all that happens, I don't know what's going to happen to me. If I'm even going to have a place to live, or if I'm even going to be able to afford to keep Tux. I mean, unless a miracle happens, I don't know. I could be in trouble. I might be. Need to start saving some big cardboard boxes because I might be living in a cardboard box under a bridge. But what bothers me the most is if it happens, I'm I'm probably I might still be able to manage stuff, but not if I have to buy cat food and cat litter and stuff like that. It worries me because I won't be able to afford to keep ducks. I mean, and that's serious because right now I don't have to pay for Medicare because I'm low income, and so I don't have to pay that premium. But if things get cut and I have to start paying that premium, that's going to be at least $185 to $200 a month coming out of my income just to pay for that. And then another 40 to 50 or $60 a month to pay for my United Healthcare insurance plan. And so that's going to just trash my budget. You know, as long as the rent don't go up, I could still afford that, but I won't be able to afford you know to keep Tux. I mean, he's a picky eater, and he won't eat cheap cat food. He won't even eat some of the expensive cat foods, The only thing he'll eat is this one brand, and there's only two. Well, he eats the rabbit pate, and he'll eat the tuna stew, because it's got like this a lot of like this thick gravy in it, and he'll mostly eat that. Then he'll eat a little bit of the morsels, but uh, and then sometimes he'll even eat the salmon, pate. But all that, the food that he likes cost $38 a case for these real small cans, three, I think they're 3.5 ounce cans, um, of 24 in a case, and it adds up. So yeah, he's expensive. Yeah, he's the top dog around here, and he just, I mean, I just want him to have what he likes and what he'll eat. I mean, I've tried other foods, and he'd just go over to it and sniff it and walk away. I mean, he'd probably have to be starving before he would, he would maybe eat it. I don't know if, but he'd have to be nearly starving. But I try not to think about that too much so that I don't get too depressed. But it does creep into my mind, and I try to keep it at bay, but it can be hard to do sometimes. So I try to keep myself up and say, and try to convince myself that some miracle's going to happen, and this tragic stuff isn't going to happen. That maybe a miracle like the Democrats getting taking the House and the Senate, and maybe putting a stop to that, you know, happening. I don't know. All I can do is hope, you know. So everybody vote for the Democrats, okay? Yeah, that big, beautiful, ugly, scary bill had passed, and it's got some awful stuff in it. Awful. Yeah, it does. In case you don't know, check it out. Look it up. I mean, there's plenty of information out there about it, and no matter how hard they tried to deny it, and it's supposed to be uh, against the reason is fraud and abuse. Now, I have heard that, like, certain people, it might not affect, like, low income seniors, but I don't know about that. I don't trust that. I'll just have to wait and see what happens. And stop worrying about it, Denise. Come on, Granny. Try to picture fantasy, a fake reality. Try, you know, stay in a different kind of bubble. Don't be woke, okay? By the way, what is so wrong with being woke? All woke means is the opposite of being, asleep. You're either awake, woke, or you're asleep with your unconscious, with your head in the sand. So I don't know. I think I'd rather be woke. Wake up and smell the coffee. Let's see, what else might I do today? I don't know if I'm going to, I'm getting those scissors and stuff for the I probably won't be able to control myself. I'll probably start trimming on it a little bit. That's just the way I am. I get in her. I want to, I want to do stuff, but I got other stuff I could do. I could start on washing down the bathroom walls. I'm gonna do like the middle part and as much down to the bottom part as I can. Then my sister's uh, gonna do like the top parts. These are high ceilings; they're like 10 feet high. So she's gonna do the upper part. I got this step stool, but I can't use it because if I get on that step stool, I get so dizzy I would just fall off. You know, it's see one time back a long time ago when I was young. Okay, well, back in the days before cable, we had a TV antenna on our house, and sometimes the wind would blow and move it, and if it would the antenna would get moved, then you'd lose your TV signals. And that happened one day, and of course my husband was at work, and so I go, oh, I'll just get the ladder and climb up there, fix it. Bad idea. I got up there and I fixed it. But then I couldn't get down. I was scared to death. I got like, what do you call it? Scared of height feelings, And the ladder, I went over to the edge of, how I got up there. But then looking down, I thought, how am I going to reach that ladder? You know, because I could barely see it because of the overhang and stuff. And I thought, oh my God, I sat up there for a long time trying to figure out what to do. And I thought, should I scream and have somebody send the fire department to get me down or what? And then I looked, and well, I had a front porch, and it, had roof over it. And I thought, now I could probably get down to that. And then there was these posts that had a design on it that you could get your feet in. And you could, climb down it like a ladder. And I thought, see, but I would like have to get down on my belly and scooch down, way down, and then try to make, reach it with my feet. And so I finally got myself up enough nerve to do that. And I got myself down. But I was up there a long time, and it was getting hot up on that roof. I mean, it was, and ever since then, I've had this thing with heights, where I get dizzy. And I mean, like hanging curtains, the curtain rod, I have to use it to do something like that. But what I do is I hold on to something and I hold on to the wall. And I have to be real quick, get it, the rod, hooked up to the thing, that's got the hooks like, like that, set it on there and then, get back down before I fall. But so anyway, my sister, what she does, being on that height doesn't bother her, and she can, then she can reach. But I hate to ask her to do that because she's not my slave or my maid. But sometimes I need help with stuff, you know, or something I can't do. So, and when I do the bathroom, I'm probably just gonna do a section at a time. Do one wall, and then the next day work on the other wall, and then next day work on the other wall. So now the area where the tub is, then that's her part because there's an area up above shower stall, the tub that I'd have to get up on the stool, and I don't know. I probably could if I had to, hold on to, but she could do that with it, you know. She's in a lot. She's 71. She's just a few years younger than me, but uh, she's she's in a lot better shape. Yeah. And she has always been that way. She was always like a jackrabbit. She was the rabbit and I was the turtle. I was the tortoise. The tortoise and the rabbit. You know, that's who we were. And poor Vanessa, she was just, you know, Speedy Gonzales. Really. And she slowed down, of course. She's getting older too. But she's still way, way ahead of me in the race. Yeah. And yeah, she's well, she didn't abuse her her life. I mean, well, I didn't abuse my life, but my life was abused. And I went through a lot of stress in my life. If you heard my life story, you go, "Oh my God, I can't believe that." Uh, Sometimes I go, "Oh my God, I can't believe it." And it would be nice to be able to talk about, but to tell you the truth, I just would rather forget about it. Put it in the past, let it go, and it happened. Everything like that I went through happened a long, long time ago, and I just don't want to relive it. I know some of you, would like to hear, my story. I can, Sometimes I think, maybe I should share it, and other times I'm like, nah, I just don't. It was painful, and it was a lot of hardships and a lot of stress and a lot of uh, stuff happened in my life that was just unbelievable. It would make a great book. I mean, it was a tragic and interesting and challenging, life, and I survived it. And here I am. I'm still here so far. Me and my sister, we made up this signal. Like every day, uh, I'll text her and say, I'm still here, to let her know. Because I said, now, if you don't hear from me for a few days, maybe you ought to check on me. So if I forget to text her, she texts me and asks me how I'm doing. And then I'll text back, and I told her, and I said, now, if you don't hear from me, if you text me or something and you don't hear from me, you know, after at least 24 hours, maybe you better come check on me. Have them unlock the door and let you in. So I keep my door locked all the time. I mean, some people around here, like leave their doors open during the day and stuff. I don't. You know, you never know who might come up to. There could be an escaped criminal, a gangster, a crook, robber, or whatever. You know, and sometimes they'll prey on seniors. That just come in your house and knock you out and try to rob you. They wouldn't get nothing. If they robbed me, something, my technology, maybe my computers or TVs and stuff like that. But I'm sure somebody would see stuff, if, if somebody would start carrying all that stuff out. Yeah. So, anyway, for somebody who didn't have nothing they was going to talk about, I sure went bonkers, didn't I? Okay, I'm gonna let you go, and I hope you enjoy this video. Oh yeah, I recorded the new air fryer thing over there. I got that to put together and edit. Uh, so yeah, I got stuff to do. So I don't know if I'll put this up, edit this one, put it out first, or the other one. So whatever. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you watched all the way, bless your little heart. Your big heart. Your wonderful heart. Because I need all the watch time I can, muster up. And I hope somebody likes it. A new person comes across it and subscribes. I'm getting a piddly, maybe one subscriber a day, and even that slowed down a little bit. So maybe my content isn't up to par. I don't know what's wrong, but you know, as long as I'm still here, see, this gives me a reason to keep going, keep my life interesting. Or else I'd be, bored out of my mind. If I didn't have YouTube, have these videos to do and talk to my friends and stuff and communicate, I would have to go back to being bored again and trying to find something to occupy me. But right now, this is working. I love you guys. Take care. Bye. Subscribe and like. Thank you. Thanks for watching.